An attempt to defend Pokemon Sword and Shield. And I made this I made another video on Scratch. Okay, so what if I told you that there is another main series Pokemon game where you can't transfer old Pokemon, or you can't transfer some old Pokemon. I don't know why I put it. Right. Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, you can only transfer Generation 1 Pokemon, excluding alone forms from Pokemon Go. And then, but but what if there was a Pokemon game where you can't transfer any old Pokemon at all? Well, guess what? There is! In Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire, which came out in 2002 in Japan, and um, although actually I probably should have edited this because I did find out that it also wasn't shown at E3. It came out in 2002 in Japan, and it came out in 2003 in everywhere else. You couldn't transfer any Pokemon from Generation 1 or 2. It was the first Pokemon game where you couldn't have all of the Pokemon. And this game is from like what, 17 years ago? And yet they still didn't really have like anger or something. I don't know, I wasn't born yet. Okay, then so just think about that next time you complain about it, and I am aware of the fact that there has been like a million, well not a million, like hundreds of Pokemon added, but no old Pokemon were able to be transferred to Generation 3. My point is still stands. Now for bugs me even more because this makes absolutely no sense. People complaining and comparing the graphics. It's like I have seen people compare the graphics of Pokemon Sword and Shield like to to Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness and Ocean Soul Breath of the Wild. And I will tell you why this makes no sense. Oh, and by the way, I didn't count Pokemon Masters because that's also not finished yet. Oh, so you're comparing for Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. Oh, so you're comparing graphics of a game that doesn't even have finished graphics yet to a game that came out all the way in 2005. And technically, according to the game's timeline, it takes place in 2008. And, and as you see, I have a slightly different reason for Breath of the Wild. So you're comparing a main series Pokemon game to a main series Zelda game. Pokemon games haven't got full on 3D till 2013, and Zelda games haven't have been in 3D since the 90s. I think. I think Ocarina of Time was the first 3D Zelda game. And I think that's when it came out. I don't really know much about Zelda games. Although technically Pokemon games have also been partially in 3D since Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, which is from 2006. So, yeah. It's like, please don't get offended by any of those reasons. Because I can honestly see how not being able to transfer certain Pokemon can cause people to get really angry. It didn't make me angry because I don't use Pokemon Bank and the oldest game I have is Generation 5. I can't transfer any of my old Pokemon to any newer games. And I was really angry when I made this, but I'm not really angry now, so like this like really started to bother me when people started comparing the stuff of Pokemon Masters to this. When Pokemon Masters is mostly produced by like I think it's like Dana or something. I don't know. It was like DNA. They said it was pronounced DNA, which doesn't. And that was pronounced Dana. So I don't know. Pokemon Sword and Shield are still going to be, although you can't really make everyone happy. However, I have even more proof to show you why these are probably going to be great. Here are the score. Here are some ratings. Um, the like of Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire. As you can see, it got 9.5 out of 10 because according to IGN gave it a 9.5 out of 10 because like according to them, Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire are 7.8 out of 10. Too much water. And I think it's safe to say not being able to transfer all Pokemon doesn't affect the game's rating. Wait, I put the wait. That's not what I meant. It doesn't affect the game's review scores. Okay. Well, anyways, yeah, that's it for this video, and bye. Because also a reason why I made this is because I'm bored and I have nothing else to do.